Let's talk about where social media marketing will be in 2020. There will be platforms that will continue to rise and some that will lose their popularity. In this video, I want to talk to you about my thoughts on the current state of social media and where it will be next year. And with that, everything happens faster and quicker. Fun fact, okay? So in the 1960s, people used to hold stocks for around 8 years. Now the average is less than 4 months. That's crazy to think about. But that really shows you what the speed of technology has done to our human race. Social media is the same thing. It allows businesses the opportunities to explode at the snap of a finger. I want you to look at companies like Fashion Nova or Gymshark or even Chubbies. These businesses really learn how to leverage social media and content and dominate their industry through e-commerce. In my opinion, corporate companies move too slow, and that's why startup companies can rise so fast. To learn more about how you can shift your focus and attention to building social media platforms, as well as creating content that is effective for your audience, make sure you're subscribed below for weekly videos about content marketing and social media, and remember to turn on the bell notification if you have not done so already. I love making these videos for you, and if you could please do a big favor, please hit that thumbs up button below, as that really helps this video do better in the YouTube algorithm. Social media is constantly changing, but right now I think there's a few platforms that are dominating the space, and if you invest your time and your money into creating content for these platforms, you will see a high level of ROI, especially in the next 6 months. Those platforms, in my opinion, are Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and a little bit of Facebook. And there's one more secret one, or not secret, but one more platform that not a lot of people talk about, that I think if you invest your time into it, you will see a heavy ROI. The time period that creators could grow organically on Instagram is basically over. Now the only way that you can get reach and impressions is really through paid advertisement. To truly get attention at scale, you have to invest into advertisement and strong content to help differentiate yourself from your competition. Happy fall if you're watching this video in October, or I think by the time this video releases, it should be around Halloween time. So in light of that, I'm gonna light up a pumpkin candle for you guys to smell it. Why would you say that? I'm trying to build a relationship with the audience.
I'm not judging, but why are you talking about pumpkin candle? Like if you must have.
Huh? I know, but people will watch this video on Halloween.
Listen, babe, do it more natural. Because he's like, you look at this candle, it's pumpkin pie. It sounds like that.
Okay, so what do I do?
It's fine, but do it more natural. Don't do it like infomercial.
Okay.
Look at this pumpkin pie.
Look at this pumpkin spice candle!
Yeah, it's like weird.
And I'm gonna put this in the video.
More natural.
I'm gonna put it in the video.
What?
Us talking. If you watch us in the videos, get this video 200 million likes. Aw, I'm gonna just light this candle. There you go. All right, continuing on. If you want to grow more organically, I think there's still platforms that you can focus your attention on creating valuable content, and you can grow organically because of organic search. These two platforms are YouTube and LinkedIn. By creating content that answers questions, you're able to communicate with your audience exactly what it is that they search. But before we go into that, I want to give you guys a little bit of an explanation. YouTube, do you guys know who owns YouTube? Google owns YouTube. And because Google owns YouTube, YouTube and Google work in very similar ways. Google, as you know, is a search engine. So it collects all this data about what are things that people search. YouTube works the same way. It's a video search engine at the end of the day. For example, you know this. If you go on Google and you start searching something, it'll give you the most searched topics as suggestions below what you've already written. YouTube works the exact same way. Before you even finish your sentence, YouTube and Google understand already what it is that you're looking for because of data and the most searched topics around what you've already begun typing. Knowing this, you can grow on YouTube using SEO, search engine optimization. You can do a lot of keyword research and figure out what topics or questions a lot of people are asking on YouTube and on Google. You can then create videos on YouTube that answers these questions. You're basically like a catalog of answers, but in video form. That's how you grow on YouTube at the beginning. Our YouTube channel currently sits at 1,600 subscribers in 3 months. I'm obsessed with growth, so seeing this growth, even though it may be small, relatively, it's awesome. So let's go. But back to YouTube being an organic search engine. When you're first starting on YouTube and you started a new channel, you really have to know your industry. In your industry, you have to figure out what kind of topics or questions people are frequently asking, and then make answer videos that explain your rendition on the answer to their question. One application that has really helped us so far when it comes to finding strategic topics is something called VidIQ. We use VidIQ when it comes to finding the best topic phrasing to get our videos in the organic search. You want to find a video topic that has a search ranking of above 50 when it comes to competition and search volume averaged together. Here, let me show you an example. Our specialty is content marketing and social media, so I'm going to search social media or Instagram in the YouTube search bar and see what comes up. After creating our videos, we can then use VidIQ again to help optimize our video when it comes to SEO, search engine optimization. Here I'm showing you how to add keywords. Make sure you add keywords for sure, because one thing we do is called the triple keywording tactic. You want a phrase to repeat 3 times. The first time is in your title, the second is in your description, and the third is in your keywords. Make sure you do that 3 times. Bam, YouTube hack. With LinkedIn, you can still get organic reach, but just like any other platform, LinkedIn likes it when you post natively onto the platform. So what I mean by that is, instead of linking away to your new YouTube video, you want to upload the same video onto LinkedIn, because LinkedIn wants to promote content that is purely LinkedIn based. Here. Before we continue, I want to show you this quick chart because I studied economics in college and this is where it comes in handy. This is a supply and demand chart, but think of it when it comes to attention. On platforms where you can grow organically are platforms that there's a lot of attention supply, but when it comes to the amount of effective content being put out, it doesn't match the amount of attention that is on the platform. The platforms that have more attention on there versus the amount of effective content, those are platforms that you can grow organically. On a platform like Instagram, where there's so much attention, but at the same time, there's so many users creating high quality content, you really have to create high quality content and have effective strategies for you to be able to differentiate yourself. In the social media space, trends or algorithm changes happen for around 6 months. So when this video is posted at the end of 2019, I know that these strategies will be relevant going into 2020 and beyond. So if you're watching this video now, make sure you implement these strategies right away so that you can have a lifespan of at least 6 months. Now, remember when I mentioned a secret platform or a platform that is growing so much faster than Instagram and Facebook combined? That platform is called TikTok, and you may have heard of it. And a lot of people push it away because they call it an app for kids, which it is right now. But just like any other platform, it ages up. Facebook first started for college kids, and Instagram first started just for young photographers and videographers. But now, grandma spends more time on Facebook than I do. Think of TikTok as if Vine and Musical.ly had a baby that took steroids and grows really, really fast. There's extreme attention on the app right now when it comes to people looking at the content that is being made, but when it comes to the creators, the supply isn't really there yet. So, if you take a look at these videos that Jess and I have posted, they've gotten 3.4 million views and 1 million views each. Okay, that's crazy to think about. And the amazing thing about TikTok is that when one of these videos goes viral, you can port all of your TikTok followers and audiences to your main platforms, your Instagrams and your YouTubes. Why it's so easy is because TikTok ironically has a 1 click away, which means when you go to a TikTok profile, you can click Instagram and it directly goes to that person's Instagram like that. Here, take a look at this chart of how social media platforms grew and changed over the years. I want you to focus on Facebook and I want you to focus on Instagram and how they've steadily sat at first and second place. But look at this. Look how crazy TikTok is growing. TikTok is about to be third. And moving on to 2020 and beyond, I want to touch on the topic of VR social media. Facebook is already jumping into the game with their acquisition of Oculus, as well as the new platforms they're about to implement in the upcoming years. Think about how many people consume on social media. Now, imagine putting on a headset and then being able to go through activities with people all around the world. That concept is crazy. If you've seen the movie Ready Player One, it's very similar to that and will be there in a matter of no time. What is that? I don't know what that is.
You don't know?
No, what is that?
It's a song.
We gotta make TikToks. With around 3.5 billion people using social media nowadays, and that includes Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc., people are able to share snippets of their lives every single day with one another. But where do you think people will hang out in the future? My money is on virtual reality. Imagine if you could make money appear and disappear like that with a snap of a finger. We thought it was crazy when social media came out because we thought it was crazy that you could connect with family and friends across the world. Now add virtual reality to that and you can have crazy experiences from the comfort of your own home. Imagine fighting dragons together with your uncle who lives in France. Or you can hang out watching movies together. Not only can people enrich their relationships and friendships, but they can also make new friends with the ever-growing catalog of social VR experiences. So let's check this out, okay? So the first thing that I want to look at is a thing called VR chat. And looking at this, VR chat offers a wide collection of social VR experiences by giving the power of creation to its community. VR chat allows users to play, hang out, and of course chat using spatialized 3D audio expressive lip-synced avatars, multiplayer games, VR games, and virtual space stations where users can watch YouTube videos with friends. Think about this, when VR is more ingrained in our society in the future, you'll be able to put on your VR goggles like this and be able to listen to any video in a face-to-face manner. So the next piece of VR that I wanted to look at together with you is called Oculus Home. And Oculus Home allows users to create and customize their own VR space from a library of items, objects, and decor that vary according to seasonal celebrations. The best thing about this app is that you can create public rooms where you can invite friends to check out your place and relax. You can also host public meetups within the app. Anyone can make their home public and connect with like-minded fans and members of the community. So imagine this. Instead of creating this video about the future of social media in my apartment, what if I created an Oculus Home and then invited you to join me at my extravagant paradise of an Oki home? The main reason I'm going through these potential VR social media platforms is because I want our audience to be prepared for what's coming next. But bringing it back to the now, you may ask, hey, if I spend all my time in building these platforms like Instagram or YouTube, what happens if they die? Didn't I waste all my years and effort and time by investing into these platforms that will end up dying? Well, the answer is no, of course not. Do you guys remember Vine? Okay, the biggest creators on Vine like King Batch or Logan Paul or Amanda Cerny, right? Those creators transition all of their audiences onto newer platforms like Instagram and YouTube because Vine was disappearing. They transition all of their core audiences on Vine onto these new platforms. So you can pull your audiences no matter where you go. So if you focus on building your YouTube and your Instagram now, you can then port that audience over to the next VR social media. The first step in succeeding when it comes to social media marketing now and in 2020 and beyond is to take it seriously. You have to implement it into your marketing campaigns now. Older generation investors and managers and corporate officials that don't understand social media and are waiting for the data to fully invest their marketing budget into these platforms will kill businesses. If not next year in 2020, in 2021, 2022, those businesses will be gone. Don't be that company. Now I want to start doing something new every video. I want to shout out 2 Instagram profiles that I think do a great job when it comes to their content and leveraging it properly and correctly towards their business. All you have to do is comment below your handle and how you will use social media to leverage your business or your personal brand in 2020. To get the ball rolling, I want to shout out 2 Instagram profiles this week. The first is Mr. Thatch Nguyen, and the second is Garasi Graphis. I've been following Thatch for a while now, and he talks a lot about investing into property and real estate and how to do it efficiently to create streams of passive income. Make sure you go check him out. Now, Garasi Graphis is someone that I really like as well because we actually found his profile a couple weeks ago when we were looking for people to help with logo creation. I love this story because we always talk about how you can use Instagram as a portfolio to help systemize your way of getting new clients. We found his amazing work through Instagram and have been working with him for the past couple weeks, I'd say. And he's already been an amazing partner and really creates amazing work. And we wouldn't have been able to find him without social media. As for YouTube, it will be around for a while. And we will continue to make videos about content marketing and social media. And these videos will only get better. So click this black circle right here in the middle to subscribe for our weekly videos. If you really want to start growing and building your social media, click this playlist right here and select any videos that will help you individually. Any questions that you have about these videos, make sure you comment them because we answer every single one.